Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's your boy Tabz, and of course you guys know that. Welcome back to another video. Today, it's the long-awaited video that you guys have been asking for and that I've been teasing for quite a while. Today, we're going to be checking out Meme Sense, and also, yes, my config is going to be available to all members, so if you guys aren't members, hit that join button for just 99 cents. Join the Discord, link your YouTube account to your Discord, and you guys will have access to my config. And not only that, in the Discord later tonight, we will be giving away a free Meme Sense sub. So if you want to join just for that, make sure to join and you'll be good to go. Just a little side note, to be able to win the 1 month sub, you don't have to be a member. It's just to get the config.
Hard drive loaded, lost, double encoded, what? Zip up all your drinks.
The first thing I want to say about Meme Sense is the menu has stuff everywhere. Now, this is bad, but also good. It really just depends, because if you're like me, you set up your config once, you go into a game, you play, and then after that, you make slight adjustments, and then you never touch your settings again. If you're someone, on the other hand, that likes to constantly change your settings, you might get a little annoyed at this, but all in all, I feel like for the way this is set up and the way the menu looks, it's really not that bad. So we're going to start out with the legit and work our way all the way down to configs, and I'm going to show you just a little bit of what they offer. So starting out with the legit bot, we have our master switch. You can change this to per groups, custom groups, all weapons, and per weapons. Again, this is also a semi-rage / HVH and legit cheat, but for some reason their trust factor just seems to be great and they're super on top of that. So that is great to hear. I will be having videos soon of this cheat being used in Prime on a Prime account, and we'll see how great it does for trust factor over time. So personally, I do my weapons as per group. So we have rifles, pistols, sniper rifles, machine guns, shotguns, and SMGs. For rifles, these are the settings I would use. I have it enabled. I'm not using draw FOV, although I do use this to set up configs. Under aim here, we have dynamic FOV. Currently, mine is at 1.142. And of course, we have dynamic smoothing, and I'm not using that. I have my smooth almost at absolute max. Under accuracy, we have 1-click delay, before shot delay, target switch delay, minimum hit chance, prefer bone by damage, and then of course your minimum damage. Under backtrack, you have your backtrack. Here we have optimized and full scan. I am using optimized, and I am using 5 ticks. You can also enable humanize, and I am actually going to change that before I upload this config, because this is going to be a legit config. I'll work on a semi-rage / rage 1 down the road. Moving on to RCS, we have our RCS settings here. I don't generally like Meme Sense's RCS, if I'm being honest. I had to shoot it above 100 just for it to not overshoot people, which is very strange. I almost feel like you have to max it out if you want any kind of RCS feeling, because sitting at 125, if you don't move your mouse down at all and you're just shooting, it will fly way over their heads, almost like it is just, it's just lost. It doesn't know what to do. So we do have it enabled. You can start at the first bullet, or just in general, just start when you start shooting, and it'll always be on. But you can enable that. You can turn it off. It doesn't really matter. It works either way. So I'm not really sure why start from first bullet is here, because again, it works even when it's just on enabled. We can turn it on anyways, but there is custom FOV for your RCS, as well as custom smoothing for it. I personally don't feel like the smoothing's needed, because I still, like I said, have to pull down manually. In the miscellaneous here, we have air check, auto crouch, auto stop, smoke check, flash check, target air check, and ignore frozen players. Again, this is partially semi-rage and rage, so there is no other setting for that. This is just all in the legit bot, and these are my settings there. Under auto fire, obviously we're not using that. Under wall penetration, we have some stuff set up, but it is not enabled. And then in silent, we have no silent on rifles. Above that, we do have our hit group, so you can see visible hit boxes here for head, neck, and body. You can also do arms and legs. We have head, neck, and body for rifle, and then for multi-point, we are swapping between neck and body. There's also wall penetration that you can turn on here if you do want it to pen through walls, and then multi-point for wall penetration, and then PR will be your preferred hit group, or your preferred aimbot hitbox. Generally, I would keep this on body, but I've noticed when it is on preferred for body, if you're aiming near the head, it will just snap to body a little bit faster than it looks like it should be. It's almost a little obvious. So with that off, I notice it looks much smoother. Again, that is the legit bot. Very simple, very basic to go through. Now into aim assist, which really is just trigger bot realistically. You have your trigger bot here, your backtrack for trigger bot, and all that kind of stuff. I don't have this on, so like you don't have to worry about these play around settings. I'm currently not using TriggerBot. I feel like TriggerBot in my eyes is just a little obvious these days, so I haven't been using it. So we have enable trigger off, but for TriggerBot, we do have per weapon. You can switch this to all weapons, or choose your weapons here. It is noted that if you do pull a gun out, it does auto switch for you. We have enable, air check, auto stop, flash check, smoke check, lock view angles, your hit groups, reaction time, target switch delay, minimum hit chance, your backtrack, the amount of backtrack, the max distance, the RCS enabled, plus start from first bullet for your pitch and yaw. And that's it for the aim assist / trigger bot. In the anti-aim section, I didn't go over this. I don't have anything set up. This is like the default, what it looks like when I injected. You can do balance, static, jitter, and twist. You have your resolver, your override resolver stuff, your FPS check, check on use, network check, freeze period check, warm-up period check, allow work, fake crouch, and you have your visual arrows. And again, master switch is off because I'm not messing with this, and you can do stand, move, and slow walk. Moving on down, we have fake leg. Fake leg is something that I don't really use, and I've heard can cause red trust just because of what it's doing. I don't know if that is still doing that for this cheat or any other cheat like in Nuria, but again, I just try to avoid it. So we do have enable, voice check, warm-up period check, allow while shooting, the amount, on key, on air, on stand, on crouch, on acceleration, on enemy visible, and while enemy is visible. Moving on from fake lag to players, we do have our general ESP. So we have enable, through wall, nickname, box, health bar, armor bar, ammo bar, weapon, skeleton, eye line, sound rings, sound arrows, and out of FOV arrows. You also have your flags such as bomb, desync, reload, ammo, health, scope, flash, fake lag, distance, diffuse kit, helmet, and Kevlar, as well as diffusing / grabbing hostage. And now on all these settings, you can actually click to change stuff like custom colors, show a weapon icon rather than the text, show the weapon name, and you can change the colors. And some of them you do have the option to change orientation, which is nice. You can also keybind pretty much everything in this cheat, which is pretty cool. Gives me some never lose / aimware vibes. And then we can move on to chams. In chams, they can be a little confusing, so I'm going to explain these a little bit better because I noticed some other reviews that I was looking at just so that I could see what meme sense was like, so I had an idea of going into it. Didn't really explain how the layer system works in this cheat, but I'll explain it. So you have your master switch, your enemy team, local player, local team, sorry, and arms, and you can do model, ragdoll, and backtrack. And if you click right up here, you can search for what you're exactly looking at. So you can type the name here, type the material path, and that is for custom materials as far as I'm aware. So in general, we do have enable, we have gun game immunity, disable model occlusion, and customization. So if you're going to want to add a layer, what you're going to do is set up something like this. So this is going to be my underlayer as I'm on hidden, and then this is visible. So as you can see, you can turn one layer on through the wall and the other layer is not through the wall, and that's how you're going to layer it. So at the end of the day, just make 2 of these and then turn one of them on through the wall, and based on what you're setting up, one of them will be through the wall, the other one will not. I know that kind of sounded kind of autismo, but just make 2 layers, all right? One's going to be your XYZ through the wall, and the other one's going to be visible only. Easiest way to explain it. Moving on to items, this is going to be your master switch for items. So if you click on any of these and change the color, turn them on, etc. So here we have box, text, icon, glow, distance, and visible only. And again over here, so for chicken, for example, this is a box. You'll have chicken box ESP. If you right click, you can change the color. So now we have blue boxes around chickens. You can do the text, you can do everything. And it's kind of confusing. I'm not going to lie, the first time you look at it, but once you guys set it up, it's going to be easy to just do and forget. And plus, you're going to use this basically just for C4, planted C4, a diffuse kit, and maybe snipers. A hostage is fine too. But generally speaking, those are going to be your main. And if you're using my config, it's already done for you. Moving on to visuals, we have grenades, bomb timer, grenade helper, grenade tracer, grenade prediction, smoke grenade timer, incendiary grenade timer, spectator list, player list, textured radar, penetration crosshair, other team for bullet tracers, local team for bullet tracers, local player as in yourself, and then your options for what those will look like. You can change the speed, thickness, duration, and brightness as well. In world, you can access your skybox, change the skybox to any texture you want, including the HDR ones, and change the color of the sky if you feel like doing so. There's full bright world textures, static prop textures, colored particles, the exposure of those particles, as well as ragdoll physics, away, magnet, and astronaut. We have post-processing here, wireframe smoke, custom fog, and force sniper crosshair. We have our flash scale, so when you get flashed, you can change the amount that you're actually flashed by default. Again, I wouldn't mess with this if I were you, because realistically, if you want to be legit, who's to say that you could see the guy you were shooting at because your flash scale was actually lower than you thought? Again, we also have entity brightness, so you can turn this up to make entities brighter. In removals, we have blood, grass, rope, sleeve, zoom HUD, zoom dirt, zoom lines, zoom spread, visual recoil, shadows, bullet holes, team overhead, and server side advertisements. Moving on from world, we go to view. In view, we have handshakes, knife in other hand, view angle, custom origins for your XYZ, as well as custom angles, and you can change the pitch, yaw, and roll there. We have free look, that'll change your aspect ratio as well as your field of view. And in third person, you can enable it, change the smoothing of it, the minimum distance and maximum distance of that camera. In indicators, we have show text, center text, show all if enabled, hide when chat is open, your font size and text offset, as well as align with the left and right side and your X and Y coordinates. Moving over to miscellaneous, in our general, we have knife bot, Zeus bot, shoot, lightning, deathmatch mode, quick reload, fast grenade throw, quick switch after grenade throw, tags here for your whatever player name you want to do, animate clan tag, and all that. So I guess you can just spam your name to be different. Get good, get meme sense. Okay, well that's what that is. And of course you can change your clan tag to Bitcoin, CSGO points, a bunch of pre-made ones here, and you can type a custom one and hit animate. In interface, we have event logs, in-game radar, preserve kill feed, Overwatch reveals, scoreboard reveal, always square radar. In game interactive, we have auto accept, custom sound mixer, and unlock inventory access. This isn't really useful as it is a skin changer in meme sense, so just going to turn that off and hit save. Moving on from miscellaneous, there's movement, and in movement we have quick stop, silent walk, moonwalk, block bot, edge jump, auto b-hop, auto strafe, fake crouch, infinite crouch, movement recorder, and at the top right we have slow walk, enable, max speed for slow walk, quick peek, as well as enable, roll back to position only once, as well as you can change the color, and of course the bind. And then we get to skins. So skins, for some reason, I can't figure out how to save. I save my configs, and when I load them, my skins are always just for some reason turned off. So I've just actually gone through and just hit randomize. As you can see, as I go through here and do that, it's just going to give me a bunch of different skins for a bunch of different guns. At least there's no crashing with this, which is nice. A lot of skin changers like this probably would crash in some pretty shitty made cheats. That combo right there isn't bad. And of course, if I close the menu and actually go through, you can see all of the skins have changed. That one just took a second to update. Okay, you know what? This is pretty shitty. But if any of you guys know how to actually make it so that the skins save, I would be very, very happy to see that. As you can see, the skin's lagged. It's supposed to be a blue laminate. That's the only like downside that I've really seen in this cheat, is just that shit kind of just don't add up with the skin changer when it comes to using it. But all around, I mean, it looks nice. It runs decent, as you can see, and you can still put on hollows and stuff like that. So if I type in 2014, we can see like 3D Max, Hellraisers. Put that on. You can see it's insta ads and all that, and the model still updates, no problem. And there you go. But yeah, for some reason the skin changer is just kind of 50-50. Doesn't like to save. I have to hard reset sometimes. But yeah, you can add seed, change the quality, enable it, and add a custom clan tag as well as 4 stickers. There is no stat track. But yeah, altogether it does work. It's just very random. But anyways, moving on from skins, we got scripts here, and it says welcome to Lewis section. Scripts are located in c/memesense/scripts, and the documentation is available on memesense's website, and you can refresh the script list by just reopening the menu or switching the section like that. I don't have any current like scripts. This is fully just a review/showcase on this. And of course, we have our config system, which I will share with you guys. And you have your menu options like global keybinds, global bind mode, the scaling, the language for English or Chinese, and your menu button. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, MemeSense in a whole as a showcase is pretty good. Like I said, I spent like 30 or 40 minutes configuring for a little bit there just to make sure I liked the way it was, because I do plan to have a long-term upload schedule that includes MemeSense. So I'll show you off the aimbot a little bit, and then we'll get out of your hair. As you can see, my pistol settings are pretty legit too. Got a very low 0.8 FOV. But there it is, boys. You just have to set up your own skins. Config will be available on Discord. So far, given the price of MemeSense, which, by the way, it's in the title, it's pretty good for what it is. It's exceptionally good, especially if the green trust factor claims are very true. As far as I'm aware, it is green trust factor from what I've seen on the account that I've injected on. it hasn't affected trust factor, but I have not played in an online match yet. But either way, you should know if you have bad trust factor within a few hours of injecting a shitty cheat. My name's Tabz. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Later, bros. Peace.
Boy.